Hello everyone, Salazar J here. It's time to tip the scales for another game of Neverwinter Nights 2. In our last video, we determined we were a Spirit Eater. Woohoo! And as Spirit Eater, we have a whole bunch of new abilities to work with. Got a whole lot of stuff to use. And we've got some quests to do. But for now, let's head out into the Shadow Theater. Let's head out into the Shadow Plane. Into the Shadow Plane and fight stuff. Just wanted to open that door. Alright, so as I was saying, you have to do a whole lot of stuff. I'm going to the Shadow Plane just to pick up a new ability, which is also pretty nifty, and it works. It's like a Devour Spirit, except if you're a good person. I mean, Devour Spirit is a neutral ability. You can get yourself another ability which works on the same way, but it's less volatile. Spirit mechanic does kind of suck if you think about it. And look at this. You got to Devour Spirit at times. You got to but you get nifty abilities out of it. So there is that. And some of them are nifty. Very, very nifty. But at other times, you just don't want them. So yeah. Also, I wanted to defeat the Spirit Bear, and he's on my side. Back in Neverwinter itself, there are several houses that are now open for me, but that'll come after the Death God's Vault. Yeah. And that sort of thing will come after the Death God's Vault. Because there's a little bit of a great amount of exploration and fun to be had in there. And now I have to wait for that body to fade so I can grab its loot. All these spirit essence are pretty good as well. So I'm just going to leave my inventory for the moment. Here it is. Man, look at that vault. It's a really big skeleton. Boo! And a skeleton pops out. Alright. So, there was a bunch of stubborn spirits who would not listen to me. So let's go make them listen to me. With my newfound ability to make spirits listen to me. Now, here's the interesting thing. As you can see here, the priest is standing there ignoring me. So what you can do is that if I had killed Oku, I would have gotten a thing called the Essence of Oku, which if I used my Mold Spirit ability on a belt, it would have turned this belt into like a plus 10 strength belt, or is it plus 12? I don't know. It turned the belt into something really, really powerful. I'd have Oku's strength, but I'd also have his shell, which then I could be used for this quest. So let's see. I'll probe the furnace with my powers. You sense a great many spirits within the furnace. Murderers, rapists, petty thieves, and even some innocents, all could be bound in the furnace and cursed to remain bound to it. Wait, what are you doing? I can feel the power you possess! What are you? I'm a victim of a terrible curse, a Spirit Eater. A Spirit Eater? I have a vague recollection. When I was still living, I was Merkel's High Priest. The god always mistrusted me because my predecessor, Akachi... What does Akachi do? He betrayed Merkel, and he was punished. I was chosen to replace him as High Priest because I was the most removed from his association. How was he punished? I do not remember the punishment, only that Merkel was proud of it, which means it must have been grave indeed. Who was cremated here? Besides myself, all of the criminals of the faith that we kept on the lower level were cremated here after they died in their cells. So, only the spirits of criminals are contained in the furnace? Most are criminals, but occasionally an innocent will be. I cannot bear to think of it further. The child is one such innocent. How do you know he's innocent? Because he told me so, and I believe him. He was wrongly accused of mutilating his family and then burning down a temple of Merkel. A child did that? No child is capable of such an act. Children do not have the capacity for evil. Yeah, I'd say you must never have any children of your own, but he did have a child and he died. So it'd be really sad, but honestly, have you ever seen what a child is like when they're young? Well, they're not evil, they can be malicious out of ignorance, but at the same time they can also be very, very malicious. Take great pride in the pain of others. Because it's funny, everyone laughs at pain. That's what we kind of would do, we kind of laugh at pain, so a child would naturally be drawn to laughing at someone else's pain. Oh, but I did! A son! He was murdered along with my wife by one of the criminals within the furnace! I executed that cremation myself! Only I didn't wait till he died in his cell! Are you talking about the brute? Do not mention him to me! Of all the dark souls within this furnace, he most deserved his fate! Well, yeah, but he lit the bonfire, so... yeah, he's coming back, and he's got all the Estus. What must I answer before you will leave us in peace? Who was this child spirit you're speaking to before? The child is one of the dominant spirits that haunt this furnace with me. When I still lived, the child appeared to me often as one who speaks for the many. Now I am the one. What is one? The many? The many are thousands of souls of those cremated in Merkel's furnace. One of is the dominant spirit that speaks for the many. Who was cremated here? Oh yeah. Why were you cremated? Soon after my god Merkel was slain by Maestra, followers of Cyric assaulted this vault. We barely were able to seal the lower levels before they burst through the entrance. Cyric's raiders slew everyone but me. I was tortured for days, that they might learn how to open the gates of the lower vault and plunder Merkel's most precious treasures. I did not relent, so eventually they cast me into the furnace to suffer the same fate as the many I sentenced here myself. You must have suffered greatly, I'm sorry. Oh yes, I've suffered. Of the memories that are left to me, only the most painful remain clear, but I'd like to think it was not in vain. Were it not for my actions and my rather painful sacrifice, Cyric's followers would have gotten through the gates to the lower level and completely desecrated Merkel's vault. Your sacrifice is not in vain. The lower level remains sealed. That is good to hear. I have endured such torment both prior to death and after. Although I may never be released from this furnace, I can do it easier knowing my sacrifice meant something. And I'm going to take the loot. Now, if I had Oku's shell, the priest's dialogue would be different, everyone else's dialogue would be different. They'd be like, oh, you got a shell for us! Please, let us come in! And then you get a new companion, one of many. An evil sort of thing, which levels up like Oku, but has different abilities. You can tell it to change its personality, and it will gain different classes, so... It starts off as a, it starts off, I think, as a fighter, or something like that, and then, it becomes a warlock when you get another person, and if you know it enough, you can channel the brute, makes it a barbarian, so, depends. But I don't know what the child's, ability is, but I know it's something involving fighting. No, sorry, the child's ability is a rogue, that's right. Sympathizing with this tormented spirit has somewhat diminished your hunger and desire to devour him. Priest, I can grant... Oh, yeah. Something occurs to me that it may be within my power to grant rest to the soul rather than consuming him. Priest, I can release you from your suffering and grant you rest if you desire it. Truly! Eternal rest seems but an impossible dream for the damned servant of a dead god. But if it's within your power, I beg of you, grant me rest! And you get a new ability, dun dun dun, Eternal Rest. And it shifts your alignment towards good if you use the Eternal Rest ability. And you get a brilliant spirit essence out of it. In reaction to what you've done to the priest spirit, several ghosts materialize all around you. Release me! I suffer too! Grant me rest! No! Grant me rest! Child, come now! The many flocks to the flesh receptacle who exorcise the priest! I am here, and I see! We must slay it now, before it disperses the many, before we meet the same fate as the priest! Wait, I will parley with it. Child, do you desire the same rest I granted to the priest? You have great power, and therefore command the respect of the many. We can help each other. You wish passage through the gate to the lower level of this vault, and we crave to be free of this furnace we are bound to. Why is it I can see but others cannot? You are compatible with the many, so you may see me even when I haven't been manifested. So you give me the key to the gate if I release you? The key to the lower vault is within this furnace, hidden by the priests long ago. However, it cannot be retrieved until the spirits and haunted are freed. How can I free the spirits? The many is complacent and comfortable. Though some wish release, others huddle within the furnace, refusing to come out for any reason. Under the threat of destruction, these spirits will be forced to flee the furnace, and when we have all left, the many will be free and separate once more. So you could do that, release all the spirits out. Or you could, devour them all. Or grant them all eternal rest. Eternal rest is, if you try eternal rest, it's going to cause a huge battle. Try to devour spirits, it's going to cause a huge battle. Try and provoke the spirits, you're going to cause a huge battle. So I guess it depends on your alignment. So I'm going to grant everyone eternal rest. Noku leveled up. You're showing his power towards all the nearby spirits and those in the furnace. Ow. You should not have done that. You destroyed the weaker spirits, but the stronger ones remain, and we will rebuild the many, starting with you. If you had one of many, the child, everyone would move into that one receptacle. It would be much more cramped, but it's just as warm as the furnace, and it's much more mobile. But because I don't have one of many, I have Oku, because I don't have his shell, I didn't take his shell. I miss out on my plus 10 strength belt, and I get the Shadow of the Void to attack. Sweet. So yeah, that's the end of that furnace. End of that furnace quest. Which, such a shame what happened to those people. Then again, they all probably deserved it. But if you're evil, you release them anyway, because apparently criminals stick together. And now that everyone's been cleaned out, the fires are gone out of the furnace, and the ashes here are strangely cool to the touch. Sift through. Weapon seems hauntingly familiar. It is a replica of the silver sword of Gith. This may be the key that is needed to open the lower gate to the vaults. Ah, now here's the fun part. It's not a, you can't actually use the sword as a weapon. Has no magical properties, so you can't use it as a weapon. It looks like the sword you had previously, but it's different. Now, another thing you could do without the mod, without the makeover mod, you could go to this room over here and grant all these scribes eternal rest. But there's an important quest line later on where you need the priest, so you can't actually do that. You can't ever grant him eternal rest, which sucks, by the way. Oh, I don't think I can grab this. I don't think I can get the essences either. I don't think I can collect their essence. Yeah, so I don't think I can actually, Who are ya? Yeah. Talk about something else. Nope. Okay, so there's nothing else here for me. Yeah, so there's nothing else in here. It's time to move on to the lower levels of the vault. Alright. The keyhole is a thin vertical opening. Sophia, these runes are unfamiliar to me. Have you seen them before? It's been altered a second time to distort their meaning. If they're written properly, I think they would have considerable power. I'll insert the key in there. And the lower door is open. But before I do that, let's talk to some people.
Are you alright?
This power of mine is worrying me.
It concerns me as well. It is a terrible burden to carry. When your spirit powers emerged against the bear god, I felt drawn to you, as if your hunger was testing my spirit as well. You need to learn more about this curse, and soon. I fear for you, for all of us, if your power grows further.
You can destroy everything. Can you petition Ilmater to help me?
I do not know. Much of the curses of ancient Rashomon are difficult to heal, and your affliction is something new to me. Judging from your power, I do not think Ilmater could help beyond your symptoms. I feel that there is something larger at work here.
Wait, so this curse can't be cured by a god? What can't be cured by a god? What kind of curse can't be cured by a god? I wonder. Geez, foreshadowing!
I would only feed when necessary. To inflict your curse on others does not seem just.
Indeed. There must be some way,
That is the most we can hope for at the moment, it seems. More knowledge of its origins should help. From there, we can establish a plan of attack to free you from this.
Indeed. I have other questions for you.
Of course. Very well. Who did you wish to speak of? She hears a calling, but the voice that pulls at her is quieter than others, I think. She also bears the marks of the Red Wizards of Thay, but she shows mercy and tact, traits I thought were unknown among their sect. I would watch her, but more importantly, I would listen to her. There is something else speaking with her voice, whether she knows it or not.
Interesting.
Very well. Who did you wish to speak of? Gan suffers, perhaps more than most. I am unclear as to why, but I suspect it has to do with his place in Rashomon, and the lack thereof. I am concerned that his suffering may bring evil upon us. His suffering feeds his impulsiveness, and undermines responsibility and loyalty to others.
Damn.
Do not judge him on my words, that was not my intent. I will not say that Gan will not help us, only that his help is likely to be swifter when it benefits him as well.
That's good
Do
to
not
know.
underestimate your own abilities to sway him either. He watches your actions more carefully than he admits, and with your presence as an example, I think there is great potential for healing him.
He's definitely hurt.
Very well. Who did you wish to speak of? He is an ancient spirit, one of the beast gods. I know too little of the culture of Rashomon to speak more. But in showing mercy, you have gained a powerful ally, and a loyal one.
Indeed. Never mind. Okay, so the thing about crap, can't remember. I lost my train of thought here. Anyway, the lower vault of this the lower vault here is very dangerous as well. But yes, you can also learn about just your affliction with the
I was wondering what that absence was in you when we first met. Now I know what it is. It's hunger. It's so intense I can barely feel you behind it. It's primal, and it feels old. An old hunger indeed.
I hunger, beware, I live. Run, coward.
You mean your curse? I know a little about it. Spirit legends only. Spirit eating is a curse that sometimes arises in Rashomon. A spirit eater walks the land, feeding on others to sustain its life.
What happens to these spirit eaters?
Hunted down, killed. Sometimes they simply vanish, never to be heard from again. They are enemies of this land, of the spirits. As you found with Oku, the spirit world will rise against this curse, trying to kill it or contain it before it does more harm. The curse of these spirit eaters is their hunger. It grows and grows, and if they can't feed, their own power is said to devour them. I have never heard of one. Whatever this curse is, it runs deep and strong, and nothing known to me can cure it. You should seek out ones wiser than I.
How about a god? How long has it been going on for anyway?
For as long as the spirits can remember, which for some of them is a very long time. Time is measured differently for beasts, and for deathless ones at that. But I will say that Oku remembered you, and that is a long time indeed.
Yikes.
Hunted down, killed. Sometimes they simply vanish, never to be heard from again. They are enemies of this land, of the spirits. As you found with Oku, the spirit world will rise against this curse, trying to kill it or contain it before it does more harm. The curse of these spirit eaters is their hunger. It grows and grows, and if they can't feed, their own power is said to devour them.
Ouch. So there's no way to get out of here. Alright, so alright, so my train of thought was that the companion system here is rather stupid. You can only have three other companions in your party. So even though there's only 4 people you can choose from, you have to pick you have to leave one behind, which is rather stupid. I mean, can't you just have 4 people in the party? Why do you have to leave someone behind? The moment you open up these offering urns, you encounter a thing called the Shadow of the Void. It's a dangerous sort of fellow. But if you can deal with it, then you'll yeah, then, well, you can if you deal with it in the right way. Oh dear, did someone break another? Oh, someone. Oh, bollocks. Here's the other problem. Someone decides they're going to break a vase out of this. And they summon a second one. A lot of these bad guys are sort of like bad guys in Oblivion. I think that's the best way to describe it. Yeah, stop attacking. Alright, so one thing you can do is use the Eternal Rest ability.
Step up to the fight. Bring them down.
And yeah, I just did that one. I just did that because I wanted to get the brilliant spirit essence out of this guy. There's another ability you can have called Devour Soul, which is actually much more useful than, well, which raises your cravings and all that. But the Devour Soul ability allows you to gain special essences of spirits. So, in the case of the Shadows of the Void, I think you use Devour Soul on them. They yeah, if you use Devour Soul on them, the you get the yeah, if you use Devour Soul, you get a Shadow of the Void augment, which allows you to put a cold essence on the on weaponry. Wow, already? Oh, by the way, the Death God's Vault is a great way to earn levels. Look at this already, level 22. And like when I last cut off the video, I was pretty much at the sort of a bit through the next level, and already after killing 2 Shadows of the Void, suddenly I'm now
Yes.
I'm now actually nearing another level.
Yes.
Wow.
What do you want?
That is
Yes. Yes.
okay, but also the Shadows, also Undead's a great spot to grind up the essences you need. If you want to collect your essence. If you want to collect essence and use stuff like Eternal Rest, you can do that. Yeah, you got, but just be careful not to be overwhelmed. Now, if the resting system worked, it's not a good idea to rest inside the vault. Like, do not rest on this level at all. If you can avoid it, just don't rest here. It's just a bad idea. How bad is it? On a scale of 1 to 10, it's bad. Yeah, that's right, it's not even on the scale. Because sometimes when you rest, you'll encounter a party, like you'll most likely encounter a party of vampires. And those vampires will instantly kill you. Because those vampires, as you might have seen in the previous campaign, I had to fight off a whole bunch of vampires every time I rested, or at least when I tried resting once. I had to fight off a whole bunch of vampires, and they immediately cause a lot of problems. Yeah, because they're very hard to hit and they do a lot of damage. Just like me. So yeah, just don't encounter vampires. Just don't do it because, oh look at that, everyone's leveling up again. Wow. Seriously, this place is great for leveling up. Look at that, 800 experience points just from that. Just from one encounter. And you get all these essences, as I said before. Oh, it looks like someone broke another vase. Stop breaking everything. No, don't cast spells. Don't cast spells. You, we're killing things. Jeez, I'm gonna reach level 30 in no time. Which, by the way, is the max level. Alright, grab that. The one thing I like about this game is just leveling up. I could just spend hours trying to figure out how I should level up my character. Just spend hours at it, and I'm not even using my warlock powers here. It's too dangerous. Look at that! I'm about to level up again. Oh no, because about to die again. And oh dear, someone freaking broke another. Someone broke another pot. Wait, what am I doing that for? That's right. Eldritch Fire! And I might have broken another one. And I might have killed someone there. Yeah. Boom! Oh, nice. Holy crap, that is good. Yeah, throw a Hellfire Shield on this guy. Throw some Hellfire Shields. Wow, I'm already at level... I don't know what ability to choose next. But look at that, just from... you might want to... Oh, you're out of spells. Then meditate your spells in. Okay, cast Greater Restoration on Sophia. Okay, she's back to normal. And you cast Resurrection on the Bear King over there. Look, everyone's ready to level up right now.
Yes.
I'm not going to do it though, because you know, but that's it's just ridiculous. Fighting all these spirits is just ridiculous. So if you need to level up, this is a good spot. But if the resting system works, okay, you'll find some of the most hardest encounters here. The hardest encounters are here.
Come this way.
Yes, you can throw a knock spell in here. I don't think it actually works. No, it doesn't. Wow. So that means Kaji isn't completely useless.
Yes.
Although I think he might be completely useless here. Hey, no, he's not. And you don't gain experience points for these doors. Oh, that's right. If you go through one of these doors, you can also encounter some problem. You can also encounter trouble. Which can be an issue. Warlock, just leveling up while everything's happening. Is everyone dead yet? Intimidate. Oh, and I'm working my appraisal skills. Yeah. Like those were going anywhere. Oh, great. Now I have to make a choice. I could go for Battlecaster so I can wear heavier armor, but no, honestly. Why do that? Oh, that's right, I'm an epic character, who cares? Straight to the epic spells. Now, I'm a big fan of this ability, actually, Vampiric Feast. Because it can kill everyone around you, and it gives you the, yeah, you can kill everyone around you, and it'll, seriously? I can just empower my Eldritch Blast. But one thing I should do is use Epic... There's a thing you can get called Epic Resilience. You gotta have like Epic Toughness, which adds 30 hit points. And then you get Epic Resilience from it. So yeah, oh, Shadow of the Void's dead, good. So you didn't even need to bother with anything. Just remove those. Come on, can I get the remains? Good. Yeah, I just probably made a bad choice there getting the Epic Toughness, but then again, 260 hit points, nothing to sneeze at. Achoo. What is that? Is that? I don't know if he's being smart or being an idiot that's going after Sophia like that. Look at that, I'm already nearing the next level. Can you cast Restoration? Can you cast that one, please? 352 hit points is even better. Jeez. Yeah. I'm gonna reach level 30 at this rate. Maybe I should have started off at level 17 or whatever. But, you know, I wanted to make sure I reach level 20 before I so I can quickly get into epic levels and how they work. That's just another thing is we'll reach epic levels, and once you reach level 30, there's not too much that can challenge you afterwards. But as you can see here. So yeah, even though the spirit said that, hey, you know, I feel great that this vault has been secured. He doesn't mind me if I go in there and loot everything in the vault. Nah, who cares? I'll just do it. Why not? Kill everything! Yeah! Kill them all, boys and girls. We're gonna murder everyone. It's murder time, fun time. Your wounds are not great. You can heal yourself. You're a cleric, and if you're not, I can just throw in a coin of life if I have to. Still dead yet? And look at that oak again, another level. Wow. Wow. Did I just mention how... Seriously, when I keep playing this game, when I keep playing this level, this is what I mostly do. I just go here and just grind all these levels up. Just a great level grind here. Yeah, meditate for a bit. I said meditate. Yay, you healed up. Alright.
What do you want?
Now I could go through those doors, but I want to actually go deal with... this is where I mostly head to, the archives. But I'm actually going to head out this way. Which leads to more encounters with things. Like a vampire ancients. No, I want to use the Eldritch Chain here. Just do it. Bam! Oh, what a shot! What a shot there! And Meteor Storm, thanks. And there's a Lich King there, which is funny considering, you know, the Lich Queen and all. Why is my Eldritch Spear working? Oh, that's right, because he can cloak himself. Too bad. For you, that is. I can see through your cloak. No, I don't want to target. I don't want to target the Death Knight. I don't want to target him I don't want to target the Death Lord specifically. I want to drop an ion cannon on these people. Boom! Ion cannon charging, mother truckers. Oh snap! Ion cannon collapsed on you. No, don't cast Undeath to Death. Cast a Restoration spell. And drop some Eldritch Chains. Why not? Yeah, just keep going. Boom! Yeah, even 100. Even when my Death Blasts do like 100 points of damage. Like, even when they do a huge amount of damage like that, it's still not enough to kill these guys. Then again, I am sitting around at like 300 hit points. And by the way, you need essentially to win the there's a Berserker challenge, and told you about the Berserker challenges and stuff. To win the Berserker challenge, you got to have a lot of hit points. You got to be a high level. You can't just go into that Berserker challenge and expect, after winning the first time, oh, it's a Death's Door. You got to have a few levels under your belt in order to you got to have a few epic levels under your belt in order to survive the coldest water ever. And you can't have immunity to cold, and I don't think if you have immunity to cold, or at least a resistance to cold, you can reduce the amount of damage, but it has to be natural. So if you're a frost mage, you're probably able to survive. Oh, by the way, these sarcophagi, as you probably noticed, they don't produce any bad guys from it. So feel free to go looting if you need the gold. I don't need the gold, but having a lot of gold is, I don't know, pretty good if you want to buy expensive stuff.
Come this way.
Yes?
Go again.
Yes.
And again, cast restoration spells all around. I'm too lazy to just, put it. I'm just too lazy to have Sophia recast her Persistent Haste. But yes, there's a whole lot of stuff being looted, and a lot of stuff was looted just there. A terrible wrongness hangs in the air, a sense that this gate should not be. Though it is nearly the twin of the gate on the upper level of the vault, the markings are different and powerfully alive. The keyhole is the same, though a thin vertical opening of an identical size. As you look at the door, the presence within you rise and contort, but there is no pain. Rather, you feel excitement, a yearning to pass through the door. Do you know this gate? This gate is what I have been seeking. If only I could have found this door open, that the Second Crusade might have had a chance at life. What? A Akachi created this portal to bridge our world and the realm of the dead. It was to be the road on which his armies would march onto the City of Judgment. Can you read them? These are divine runes. Ah, movement unmaking. I'll be very, very careful. You know what? I'm going to lay my hand upon the door. The presence surges, shrieking in your ears, screaming its exultation. Beneath your head, the gate is alive, somehow, aware of you, filled with memory. Betrayer! The word is both a curse and a roar of acclaim. It surges through your mind, repeating again and again, until the voices multiply, and there are many, laughing, shouting, screaming a name. Betrayer! Betrayer! Akachi the Betrayer! The voices are all around you. Mortals, angels, dragons, and the forsaken dead. They are in the chamber. They are surging forward, through the betrayer's gate. They are surging forward, and the gate is closing, and the voices fade. And the room is empty once more. Wow, that's, interesting. I'm backing away from that gate, and running away. Yeah. Wow. Leveling up. If I can level up in this video, again, that'd be like, wow. So yeah, a lot of excitement's going on that door. Going behind that door. I wonder what it means. An archive bookshelves, you can't actually, the tomes are more well maintained, but you can't reach any of them. You can't even damage them. There's also a tome of profane rebirth, I'll take that. Apparently some people might want it. There's also some scrolls lying around, which somehow have fallen out of their shelves. Alright, yeah, I can't access any of them. Lamentations of the Dead. That's what I've been looking for. It's a really big scroll. I'm not going to read out any of these. I think you can look them up. I know how to read them. I've read them, but I don't read a lot of the lore going on here. I just skim it, because really, I just want to murder things. I want to murder monsters and stuff. I'm not interested in reading all this stuff about how it all works. The term profane rebirth. Seeing so simply, even someone as a novice might be able to. So say you become a lich, then. So it's a book on how to be a lich. Lamentation of the Dead is like, you know, it's written centuries ago. Talks about Akachi, how he was offered as a sacrifice to the church. He's favoured by the god, named him traditionally. Alright. Those who converted Merkel's faithfully healed. Akachi returned to the temple and treated his fellow priests to join him in ministering to the dying, but all refused. Evshi and Akachi got together quite well. And if she survived, and when the plague came into the temple, the two brothers survived. And they were pointed to the Mulsantir temple. When the plague had passed, hundreds were converted to Akachi. Merkel's eye was cast upon him. And he became Merkel, hand of Merkel's justice. Yeah, all that stuff going on. And then Akachi fell in love with an atheist wizard. Yeah. And she was going to dissolve into the wall. And Akachi said, "Hey Merkel, I've been your faithful priest for all this time. Can you spare my wife?" And Merkel's like, "Hell no! Hell no, I'm not gonna do that, man. This is like a test of faith. If you can't handle your wife being thrown into the wall, what chance do you have in the rest of the world?" Akachi did not take that very well. He turned Evshi against him. And Evshi was doomed and set aside his name, took up a new one. And so then he opened up. Akachi found some allies, like a demi-lich, a princess of an angel, and a queen of the dragons. And then he led them into Merkel's realm, perhaps through the betrayer's gate over there. And then Akachi's humble crumbled before him because, hey, Merkel said, "Hey, hell demons, want to help me out?" And they're like, "Sure, why not?" So yeah, be careful. Don't mess with Merkel. Ow. As soon as you open the door and cross the threshold. Vampires! Yay! Vampires appear! Eat this! Doosh! You die. Deathcon. Everyone dies. Holy crap. Yes, you're casting that.
Be on your guard.
You're definitely casting that spell.
Step up to the fight.
Bring them down. Oh, a vampire rank is right behind me. Ow.
Enemies
Ow,
form
ow.
The call of death stands for
Ah, that's gotta hurt, you know. Alright, everyone. Full retreat. Full retreat. They can't follow us through doors. Okay, so what needs to be done here is a lot more than just, you know, running in there and getting yourself killed. Alright? No. That's gonna check to see how much time I have left. Oh, we're definitely into overtime here. I'm gonna cut the video off here, right? So I've been Styles RJ, and I'm going to tip the scales in the favor of Wilson's here.
I
Signing
like
off.
that.